Hi class, today's video is 5-4 applications of percent. What we mean by applications is where in our real life do we see percent in action. We see percent in sales tax. You have to pay taxes, so a tax is always added onto the price of a product. How do we find sales tax? Well, here's the formula to find sales tax. To get the sales tax, we have to take the tax rate. Maybe it's 6%. But we have to put that in decimal form. So it would be like 0.06. And then we have to multiply that by the purchase price. There's our formula to find sales tax. Now to find the total price of the product, we have to take that sales tax and add it to our total purchase price. And that way we'll have the purchase price plus the sales tax, and that will be our total cost for the item. Now let's do an example. Find the total cost for a purchase of $185 if the sales tax rate is 5.5%. Okay, let's write our formula down again. Sales tax is the tax rate times the purchase price. Okay, we know our tax rate, it's 5.5%, but we have to write that in decimal form without the percent. To do that, we get rid of the percent sign, and we have to move the decimal to the left 2 places, and we're going to insert a 0. So our tax rate is going to be 0.055, and we're going to multiply that by the purchase price, which we know is right here, $185. And now we're going to multiply that out to see what we're going to pay in sales tax. And what we'll get is $10.175, which really just equals $10.18. That's what we're going to pay in tax. Is that what the question asks us, though? We have to look back at the question. It says, find the total cost of a purchase. Okay, this is just our sales tax. This isn't our total cost of the purchase. So we have to do the second step. Okay, if you remember, our tax was $10.18, and our purchase price they give us is $185. To find my total cost, I have to add these two together. So I'll get $195.18. That's how much it's going to cost me to buy the TV and to pay for the sales tax. Okay, now we're going to talk about tips. Tips are also something that are added on to the price of a service. We're adding them on just like we did with sales tax. The formula to find the tip amount is the tip equals the tip rate, that's the percentage, in decimal form, times the price of the service, whether the service is a haircut, nails, or it's a restaurant server. You're going to have the tip rate, again, it's a percentage, but you're going to put it in decimal form, times the price of the service. And then to find the total price of the service, you're going to have to add the tip to the price of the service to get the total that you're going to have to pay. Please pause the video and take these notes. Okay, let's practice. What is a 15% tip on a dinner bill of $58.20? Okay, remember the amount of our tip is going to be the tip rate times the price of the service. So we're going to have our tip rate of 15%. We need to put that in decimal form. We move that over 2 spaces, and we'll have 0.15 times the price of the service or the bill, $58.20. And that's going to give you the total tip. When we multiply that out, we get that the tip will be $8.73. Does that mean that's all it's going to cost you for your dinner? No, that's just the tip. To find out what you're going to have to pay for the total cost of the dinner plus the tip, you're going to have to take the tip and add it back to the price of the dinner. And then you would get $66.93. But this question only asks what the tip is. So in this case, the answer would have been $8.73. If they asked you the total cost of the meal, it would have been the $66.93. You have to be careful and go back and look to see exactly what the question is asking for. Is it just asking for the tip amount, or is it asking for the total cost? Finally, we come to commission. A commission is just like a tip, and it's just like sales tax. It is added on to the price of a service. The formula to find commission amount is very similar to the last two. Commission equals the commission rate in decimal form times the price of the service. To find the total price of the service, you have to add those two back together. So the commission plus the price of the service will give you your total cost or your total price. Again, pause the video to take these notes. Here's our final practice problem. Find the commission on a $3,200 sale when there is a commission rate of 6%. Okay, remember our formula is the commission equals the rate times the price of the service. The rate is 6%. Remember, we have to move the decimal over 2 places, and we'll have that our rate is 0.06 times the price of the service, $3,200. That is going to give us our commission when we multiply those two together. And when we multiply that out, we'll get that the commission is $192. Now, that's all the question asked for. But what if they asked us for the total price that you're going to pay for the price of the service plus the commission? Well, we'd have to add those two together then. We'd have 192 plus 3,200, and we would get $3,392. Again, you have to find what the question is asking for. In this case, they just wanted the commission. That's what they would be looking for. A lot of times they're going to ask you for the total cost. So just be careful. Okay, it's your turn now. More practice. Here's 3 problems. Get these done. Show all your work. Bring them tomorrow, and you'll get candy whether you got the answers correct or not. Just show us that you did the problems and that you are showing all your work. Question number 1. Find the total cost, $35.99, with a sales tax of 5%. They don't want the sales tax, they want the total cost. Number 2. Find the 15% tip on a bill of $30.80. Remember, in this one, they're looking for just the tip. And number 3, find the commission on a service that costs $800 with a commission rate of 12%. This one, they just want the commission. Good luck. See you tomorrow.